Alright guys, so I was working on installing these as atmosphere lights today. That didn't work out. So instead, we're going to go ahead and show you how to fix the instrument cluster problem. First thing is first, we need to go ahead and remove this panel here. This panel just pops out. It's held together by some retainer clips. I like to use these plastic bits as to not damage anything. Alright. There we go. Comes out beautifully, right? Alright. I need a screwdriver next. We're going to remove this screw here. Normally your steering wheel would be positioned like that. Go ahead and just drop it down. This whole component just comes right off. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here. Go ahead and remove those. Alright, once that's off, let's go ahead and pop these guys off. So you can see here, this depresses, drops away. This is the B cluster, this is the A cluster. Now a lot of you guys are putting things right here. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. Instead, get yourself some rubbing alcohol, clean out all these little holes, and then take some tin foil and clean this as well. Alright, every one of these light fixtures here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to go in a specific way. The LEDs have to go in a specific way as well because they are one directional. So you've got your instrument cluster out. So take this clear bezel off, bezel cover, whatever. You'll click here on the side, here on this side, and then go around and do the 3 outside ones. Take it off, set it aside. From there, I already have my speedometer off because I need to adjust the needle calibration on it. You will pop the rest of them off, and then you will go around, and again, you will take the black cover off of your bezel. Once you get that bezel off, you'll be looking at essentially this right here. These black retaining clips right here, see that in the center there? That goes there. Once you get those 4 black retaining clips off, you can then remove this guy. Once you remove this guy, there will be screws that go around and connect to this bezel on the back here, this white bezel. Once you get that white bezel off, you'll literally be looking at exactly what I have here in my hand. You can do a few different things from here. You can get some aluminum foil and then go ahead and scrub these guys real good. These are where your lights go through that you can replace. You can also take this guy out by just prying it up out of that bracket real quick there. If you look on the back side, the pins go through here. Those pins are actually free. If you take this, wiggle it back and forth, you see how they slide out? They're coming out a little bit here and there. You can rock this back and forth until they come completely out. Once those are completely out, you can completely remove the last of the plastic bezels. With the plastic bezels completely removed, you can see that you have your indicator lights, your LEDs, indicate, malfunction light, engine codes. Here's all of your park, reverse, neutral, drive, all that good jazz. You can clean these guys better, get better access to them, and then on the back side, you can clean the prongs on the A and B clusters much better. To reassemble, you'll slide these prongs back through these holes, clip this guy into place, just like so. Slide these guys back together. A little bit easier said than done. You can see it. Just put a little bit of force on there, and they slide right back through. See? From there, so once you get this odometer screen back in here, you will go ahead and take your screws, put them back in, and reattach to this guy here. From there, what I would suggest doing is taking these sockets, essentially, put your LEDs inside, put them in here, twist to make sure that they light up. You can connect it very briefly, just like this, and then turn on your lights to see that it works. You can see the LEDs are lighting up, and then if you have your lights in here properly, they will all light up as well. Once you have gotten that all back together, you'll put your cover on, you'll put your retaining clips back in, you'll put your Speedo needles back on, you'll put this black retaining bezel back on, should clip into place, and then this guy will click into place as well. After that, you should have a fully functioning instrument cluster. Found my keys. So to calibrate the instrument cluster, leave the clear cover off. Plug your A and B clusters back in. Take your keys, put it into the on position. You should see all of your needles move a little bit. Let's watch again. See? Goes up to there. From there, you just move them to where they need to go. This is set exactly at 0. This is set exactly at 0. Now if I start the car, there we go. Now if you're driving along, you see you're a mile per hour or two over, you can just change this guy just a little bit. Doesn't have to change a lot. What I like to do is I've got a torque app. So I'll take my phone here, go to torque, connect, okay. Connecting to the OBD2 Bluetooth reader, waiting for it to connect. Connected to ECU, all right. What we can do here, revs 1,194. Is it just above 1,000? Look at that. It is. One thing you can do as well, put it up to 2,000. And then hold it there. What do I have here? A little bit more than 2,000. Perfect. So if I wanted to adjust that back down, I'd just give it a little push. Just like that. And that's how you calibrate your speedometer, odometer, etc. needles.